We turn now to South Carolina Republican Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, let's start with the Iran question. It's been moved to Congress.
Right.
Are there enough votes there to get this amendment to the Iran deal?
You know, I don't know. I hope so. I'd hate to be a Democrat defending the Sunset Clause. Under this agreement, after 15 years, the Iranians can do anything they want in terms of enrichment and reprocessing. It doesn't matter if they're still the largest state sponsor of terrorism. It doesn't matter if they're building ICBMs with death to Israel on the weapon. Under mere passage of time, they can do whatever they want to with enrichment. I think Democrats are going to have a hard time justifying denying inspections of military bases.
Here's how they would justify it. They would say that, in fact, these sunset provisions are stacked so that they can't move right to a nuclear weapon, and that if they started to, there are inspectors in there watching, and the international community would be on them right away. Whereas what the president is offering is getting out of an agreement that was worked with patiently with the international community and actually is a step backwards.
Well, the president ran on the idea this is a bad deal for America, and he won. He's fulfilling a campaign promise. This is a terrible deal for America and the region. The Arabs don't like it. The Israelis don't like it. You're wrong about the Sunset Clause, with all due respect. There is no limitation on centrifuge reprocessing and enrichment. There is no requirement that they stop marching toward a bomb with a mere passage of time. They can do anything they want to. And you can't go on military bases because the Iranians say we can't. And they're doing ICBM testing in violation of UN resolutions. They hijacked Americans on the high seas. There's a still larger state sponsor of terrorism. To those who said this deal would make Iran a better member of the family of nations, it was a miserable failure.
Well, there is debate about you don't just need the centrifuges. You need other parts of the process, and those have longer sunset periods.
You may think the sunset is a good deal. I don't.
Well, let me ask you this question about your Senate colleague, Senator Corker. Chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee has sketched a view of the administration. Do you agree with it?
Yes, I like what Corker and Cotton are doing. They're basically saying we're going to put triggers in. Congress is going to say to the Iranians that if you ever try to get within a year of a breakout time less than a year, we're going to reimpose sanctions. We're going to look at your missile program anew. We're going to make sure that we inspect any place. Right. And if you don't allow us to inspect, we're going to reimpose sanctions. And if you're still sponsoring terrorism down the road, we're going to reimpose sanctions. I like that as triggers.
Senator Corker has also expressed a view about the Secretary of State, says the president is castrating him. Do you agree with that view?
No, I don't agree with that.
Is he being unpatriotic in suggesting that case?
Oh, Bob Corker?
Yeah.
No, I just think he's wrong. I like Bob Corker. It breaks my heart that he's leaving. He's one of the most valuable members of the Republican Conference. He and the president have gotten into this Twitter war. At the end of the day, I played golf with the president yesterday. He is not a man under siege. He beat me again like a drum. We had a good time. He's hell-bent on getting a better deal. He promised to tear it up, and he's decided not to tear it up. He's decided to decertify, which I think he's right to do, and push the world and Congress to get a better deal before it's too late.
This isn't just a Twitter war. This is the Foreign Relations Chairman making a claim about the president and his ability to be convinced by his national security people. Right. The president could fix that. If Senator Corker thinks that Rex Tillerson is being castrated, the president has the power to fix that, should he?
Well, at the end of the day, I think Secretary Tillerson gave a good overview of the relationship. I'm not here to beat up on Bob. I'm here to tell you that the president has changed his opinions when it came to Afghanistan by listening to the best national security team I've seen in 20 years. Secretary Tillerson is serving the president well, but the people around the president are the smartest guys I've seen and gals on national security since I've been in town. He's adjusting his policies on Afghanistan. He's keeping his promise to try to get a better deal with the Iranians, and he's finally putting North Korea on notice that the policy of the United States is changing.
All right, we're going to hold there for a moment, Senator. We need to take a short break. We'll be back in a minute with more from Senator Graham.